Hey everybody, welcome back. All right, so today we are trying the bloom again. Uh, so I have my resin mixed up here. It's at 33 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it into the molds. Carefully. All right. Oops. Leave enough room. It's hard to see what level you're at on these molds. Very hard to see. Don't want to get too much in. I have to leave enough room for my... That one's pretty high. I think this one can use a little bit more. And I think we're good. So I'm going to leave the rest for my white. Okay. I'm going to leave that for the white. And we're going to go ahead and put our inks in. So I have different colors for each one. So for this one, we're going to use the Brea Reese inks. And I think I'm going to do blue in the middle. No, purple in the middle. Give it a good shake. Purple in the middle, and I think I'll want to do the magenta on the outside. And then the blue. So let's give this a shot. So we're going to do magenta on the outside and blue in the middle. And purple like that. Might need one more right there. Okay, there's that one. Let those do what they need to do. So this one we are going to do in kind of the same colors, but different alcohol inks. So we'll change up what goes where. So for this one, let's do our purple in the middle. Give it a good shake. And we'll do our outside with the blue. Okay, so you'll see the difference when you have the different inks on how they move differently. So we're going to do purple in the middle and then this one's called pink. I'm just going to do that like that. There we go. Whoa, that pink likes to take over, doesn't it? Just went whoosh. Okay, this one we're doing red, blue, and orange. So I'm going to do my orange on the outside, then the red, and the blue in the middle. If I can get my orange to come out, I might need... Let me just wipe it. Okay. Come on, orange. My luck, I squeeze it too hard and it's going to come splurting out on me. Come on. You know you want to come out. Let's go. Oh, it really does not want to come out. I've moved my craft room upstairs, and I have no clue where my pins are. So I need this to work, or I'm going to have to just change colors. I cannot. All right, I'm going to have to change colors because that one just does not want to come out. All right, we will improvise. Let me grab something similar. Okay, this one's called Orange Yellow. Let's try that one instead. Okay. Well, that one's coming out good. Orange Yellow. Okay, and I'm going to hit the orange with the red. Now we'll do the blue in the middle first. Blue, blue. Ooh. Okay. Let's just call it plain blue and then red. Okay. A little bit of red. Maybe not much red. There we go. All right, and the last one I have sapphire blue, peach, and I want to try the shimmer ink once again. So I'm going to go around the. I'm going to do the shimmery stuff in the middle. So I'm going to do the outside in the blue, sapphire blue. Oh, there we go. That one didn't want to come out either. Okay. And then we're going to do the peach and the... I know we have two blues going on here, but that's okay. This one is the shimmery one. And we're just going to do a little bit of peach red around that. Should be good. All right. Now I'm going to mix up my white. Just taking a look to see how these are looking. I think I might do a little bit of a swirl on these. Let me see if I can find my tool. Okay, and get these out of the road. Make sure the lid's on, everybody. And we're going to grab our cast and craft. Oh, I know I wanted to try one of these. I got my, this is called Marabou. I don't know what color it is though. I had ordered it on Amazon. I think this is supposed to give it like a little bit of shimmer. So I wanted to try that as well. Let's see what it does. It doesn't look shimmery to me. I actually think I may have ordered the wrong one. I'm not sure. All right, into this I'm going to start with 2 drops of the Cast and Craft. You guys see what I'm doing? Let me just check here. All right, let me move you over. There we go. So 1, 2. Let's see what that gives us. We may have to add a third, but we'll take a look. So I'm going to stir that up. And it's a little noisier up here, guys. My son and I traded rooms. He wanted the larger room. So we kind of got everything switched out today. I'm going to add one more drop to that. So I haven't gotten everything sorted out yet. I got enough to set up my work computer and to do a pour tonight. I'm heading out tomorrow night to a concert. I'm going to go see Foreigner and Loverboy. Born in the 70s, anybody born in the early 70s will know who I'm talking about. Hopefully. All right, I think that's good. Just going to make sure that's mixed up nicely. And then I'm going to transfer this over to my... I couldn't find my piping bags. They're still in the mess someplace, so I have a sandwich bag to use for today, for tonight's pour. So let me go ahead and add that. And then we'll get a hole cut in it. I'm just going to scrape this all out. Okay, so I got my white in the bag. I think I'm going to... Just going to give these a swirl around. Maybe we'll leave one unswirled. I'm going to leave this one as is over here. We'll see what the difference is. Whether we get a nicer effect with the swirl or without. Look at the color in here. All I added to this one was a dark purple, a darker blue, and that magenta. But look at the... I don't know how I got that. There's no white in here. Those are all dark colors. That's interesting. All right, I need to cut the hole in my white. I was using just sandwich bags. I must say, for those of you who are wondering, sandwich bags work fine, but it's harder to get a nice hole in them. The piping bags really are easier to work with. And I got mine off Temu. I got a package of them. They weren't that expensive. So if you want to invest in them, I would say it actually probably is well worth it. All right. I need to switch hands because I have it in my left hand. I'm right-handed. But yeah, the piping bags are much easier to control because they're built for that, right? All right, whoa, that was a lot. Oh, okay. That's what I mean by easier to control. Well, that's okay. Go ahead and do this one. All right. And this one we're going to do a little bit different pattern. See if it makes a difference. Okay. And this one, we'll just do the circle again. Okay. Now what I wanted to try in a couple of these, I'm going to need a little bit more in the center of this one. So let's see if I can do that in without blobbing it. No, I'm blobbing it. That's okay. I can smooth those out. Okay. I'm going to squeeze the rest of this white into my cup. I must have stuck my finger in one of these and didn't notice because I have dye on the side of my cup. Okay. And I made a mess. All right, there we go. Now, what I wanted to try is, I want to try like dotting in the middle, but I know with that sandwich bag, I never would have been able to do it. So I'm going to try it with this instead. Dip, dot, dip, dot, dip, dot, 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 dot. Now what I have to remember is I'm not swirling the center of this because it'll ruin the effect I'm trying to get here. Dot, dot. Okay. Dot. Okay, so I'm going to do that one over on this one as well. Dot, dot. Okay, I think that's good. All right, now I just wanted to make sure I don't really want my white touching the mold. I don't think that helped. Might just have to make do. All right, so I'm going to, there were a couple spots I wanted to smooth out. Just got a little bit more than I'd hoped. I think we're good. All right, so now I'm going to do my pulls. So I'm going to go out. And then I think I'll come in on every other corner. Just for something different. I got a piece of hair. Let's try coming in. Not big molds, so I think that's good. This one, we'll do the same. So we're going to go out and then in the same way. Anybody taking wagers on whether I can finally have a successful bloom in one of these? I'm in a couple of resin groups online, and while I don't wish anybody struggles, it is nice to see I'm not the only one that struggles with this method. All right. And okay, so these ones, I don't want to impact those things in the middle, so I'm not going to bring it all the way in. I think I'm doing this right. Not sure. I think you still have to do the pulling in order to start a bloom. So Did I drip that? No, I don't think so. Now I forgot what I was doing. Oh. Okay. Out, in. Okay, we'll do the same with this one. I'm using a 1-to-1 resin. I did let it, I did put it in like a little warm water before I mixed them together just to bring the temperature up. I like to bring it to about 27 before I mix it together. I do find that helps with the bubbles. To have a clear bubble-free resin when you're done. And then I mixed it, and then I brought it up to almost, I think it was like 32.7 degrees, and then I poured it into the molds. So that is all I'm going to do for right now. And I will see you guys tomorrow when they dry. Good morning, everybody. So these are set enough to be able to take them out. I'll just remove the extras that I poured with my leftover white. I added some purple glitter to it. And, oh, there we go. Made a ring holder. And then I just poured a couple of these little guys. They'll have to be trimmed up, but a little shell, a couple little shells, and this is like the coral. So I'll trim those up once they're a little too soft to trim right now. All right, so which one should we start with? I'm hoping this one, I can see some of the bloom in this one. I'm hoping it translates to the other side. Same with this one. I don't see bloom in this one, and I don't see bloom in this one. So let's start with the ones that may not have worked out and take a look. So no, not there yet on this one. The colors are pretty, but, and I forgot to come back and swirl the center of these. By the time I remembered, it had thickened up too much. The resin around the edges is very clear, bubble free. All right, let's take a look at this one next. The other one that does not look like it has any bloom in it. This is the one that had the shiny, the shimmery alcohol ink, and that could be that it's not made for, this doesn't work that well with it. Yeah, so this one doesn't look good either. And this was when I put the drops into the middle, but yeah, I don't like that. Again, the colors are pretty, but just not there yet. Okay, let's move over to this one. And this was the other one I put the dots in the middle. So not a fan of the dots that I did. It started to get the bloom, but that pink in there, and I think it must be the magenta, really takes over the whole thing. Interesting. Okay. And our last one. This one definitely did have some bloom in it. This one, it pulled a little bit weird here, and I probably should have come back in the middle and did a little bit of a twirl. But Out of all of them, this one did get the best bloom. You can see the white with the fringed with the color. You can definitely see petals in here. Not a fan of what the blue did, but the orange and the white look great. So, all right, so that's my attempt at blooms. Maybe getting a bit better, starting to see some blooms. This one here, like I said, I don't, and probably if I'd come back and did a little twirl in the middle. I find when I do the twirl, it twirls the whole thing, so I have to do that a bit differently. But yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Thank you. See you in the next one.